So, after making that video and just totally getting dragged, okay, by black men for what I said about black women, some black women being in fear of black men, I decided to start a series called All Skin Folk Ain't Kinfolk. And this is episode 1. How many of you are familiar with the Black Panther Party? Okay, now, one of the leaders of the Black Panther Party was a man by the name of Eldridge Cleaver. He was married to this lovely lady right here next to him, Kathleen Cleaver. Now, the Black Panther Party membership was 2/3 women, which meant it was only 1/3 male. And the males were typically the leaders, but a lot of women in the Black Panther Party actually reported a lot of sexism and misogyny. Back to Eldridge Cleaver. He actually wrote a book, a memoir called Soul on Ice. And here's some crazy things that he confessed to and stated in his memoir that he wrote while he was in prison serving a sentence for raping white women. I became a rapist to refine my technique and modus operandi. I started out by practicing on black girls in the ghetto. In the black ghetto where dark and vicious deeds appear not as aberrations or deviations from the norm, but as part of the sufficiency of the evil of a day. And when I considered myself smooth enough, I crossed the tracks and sought out white prey. I did this consciously, deliberately, willfully, methodically. Though looking back, I see that I was in a frantic, wild, and completely abandoned frame of mind. So Eldridge Cleaver begins, so he says, sexually assaulting Caucasian women because he wanted to get back at the white oppressive system. But before doing that, he started by practicing on black women because he knew he could get away with it. He knew nobody cared about black women in the ghetto, and so therefore nobody would be concerned at all about the fact that he was walking around sexually assaulting queens, the very people that he was supposed to be protecting and standing up for as a member of the Black Panther Party. Eldridge Cleaver wrote an entire book talking about how the white man has figuratively and literally raped black people for hundreds of years, only for Eldridge Cleaver to confess to participating in the literal rape of his own women, black women whom he knew nobody would give a damn about regardless. But to clarify his acts of rape upon black women, he attempts to justify these brutal acts as him literally practicing so that he could rape white women, all in an effort to get back at the white man for hundreds of years of abuse inflicted upon black people. He literally abused the women in his own community, okay? All in an effort to get back at the system. This is why black women must properly vet all brothers we run across, even if they talking that pro-black stuff. All skin folk ain't kinfolk.